E-learning with NUT Endomorder Science School, MENA.
You are welcome to mathematics class. I'm by name teacher Odike Sunday Victor. How has been your sit at home? Hope you enjoy your sit at home, right? Please continue to stay safe. If you must go out, make sure you wear a face mask. Today, we shall be having mathematics as our subject, and the class is Key Stage 2, Year 4, Frisia. Please do not forget to write today's date. Very, very important. You must write today's date. Then, today, we shall be talking about word problems involving algebraic equations. Word problems involving algebraic equations. That is exactly what we shall be talking about today. Now I need you to take this simple exercise. I need you to task your brain. I need your brain to be at work. Now we have a question on the screen which I want you to quickly look at. Note, you are not expected to spend more than 30 seconds in this question. And the question says Musa is 8 years old and Amadu is 9 years old. What is the sum of their ages? Musa is 8 years old and Amadu is 9 years old. What is the sum of their ages? Of course, I need you to apply what we learned in our previous class and use that knowledge to answer this question as fast as possible. Your time starts now. All right, let us quickly look at the meaning of word problems. Many times in mathematics, we hear the word or the words word problems. We talk about word problems so often in mathematics. So what exactly is word problem? Or what do you understand by word problem? A word problem is a mathematical expression given in words or in sentence form. A word problem is a mathematical expression given in words or sentence form. So it means instead of saying 2x plus 5 equal to 8, you say it in a sentence form so that the mathematical expression will be given in a sentence form. For example, the example we gave earlier on, which I asked you to tax your brain with, Musa is 8 years old and Ahmad is 9 years old. What is the sum of their ages? Typically speaking, this is an example of word problem. Remember the other time we said sum in mathematics means addition. So if Musa is 8 years old and Amadu is 9 years old, what would be the sum of their ages? In this case, you are expected to add their ages together. Let's quickly look at another example of word problem. I think of a number, multiply it by 5 and add 3. The result is 8. What is the number? I think of a number, multiply it by 5 and add 3. The result is 8. What is the number? Now you see there's no any form of mathematical expression here. Everything has been given in words. So you are expected to turn it or to translate it using numbers and letters so as you can be able to get your answer. So this is also another example of word problem. Then another example is that when 3 is added to a number, the result is 15. find the number. When 3 is added to a number, the result is 15. Find the number. This also is an example of word problem. Alright, how to solve word problems. There are techniques which you must follow to solve word problems. That means for you to solve word problems, you must follow certain steps, certain techniques. And what are these techniques? Step 1, take note of the words used in the question as sum means addition. Listen, take note of the words used in the question. That is the words or the sentences used in forming the question. You must take note of them. Now, we've always been saying that sum means addition. And difference in mathematics means what? Subtraction. Difference means subtraction. Product means multiplication, and quotient is division. All this you've been taught even before now. Sum means addition. Difference means subtraction. Product means multiplication or times. And quotient is division. So you must look into the question critically to find out what term or what word is used in the question, because it is when you have been able to identify the meaning of the words or terms used in the problem that you will be able to apply them appropriately. Step 2, translate the sentences into mathematical expression. Now, the sentences in the question, you must translate them into mathematical expression. You translate them or you convert them into mathematical expression. That is step 2. Remember, step 1 is to take note of the words used in the question. Then step 2, you are to translate the sentences into mathematical expression. Then the third step is solve the mathematical expression and get the unknown term or terms, as the case may be. The first step, you take note of the words or sentences used in the question. The second step, you translate those words and sentences into mathematical expressions. Then the third step is to solve the mathematical expression and get the unknown term or unknown terms, as the case may be. Examples. Number 1, I think of a number, multiply it by 5 and add 3. The result is 8. What is the number? I think of a number, multiply it by 5 and add 3. The result is 8. What is the number? Solution. Remember, we said that the first step is to take note of the words used in the question formation. And the first word here is what? Multiply. And to multiply simply means what? 2 times. So the first is to multiply by 5. And then the second is to add 3 to whatsoever answer you got in the first one. So the operations used here are multiply, which we have agreed that it means times, and add, which means addition or sum. Then step 2, write out the mathematical expression. That is, let the number be y. Let the number which I thought of be represented with the letter y. That means in this question, I'll be looking for the value of y. So let the number be y. Then multiply it by 5. That is, multiply y by 5 and add 3 to the result. Now remember, I think of a number which I've agreed is what? Y. Multiply by 5, that is 5 times y, and that will give us what? 5y. So the number I think of and multiplied by 5 is equal to 5y. 5y. Then the next is what? Add 3 to the number. So that becomes 5y plus 3. And then the result is 8. So 5y plus 3 is equal to 8. So we have taken care of both the first step and the second step. Now the next thing we do here is to move to the third step. And the third step says we should solve the mathematical expression. And here the mathematical expression is 5y plus 3 equal to 8. So we shall be solving 5y plus 3 equal to 8 because this is a mathematical expression. Let's see what next to do. Good. Now since 3 is the term on the same side with the unknown, which is 5y, so we shall be and it is plus 3. Since it is plus, we're going to be subtracting 3 from both sides. You do the opposite. If you have plus here, you subtract. And if you have subtraction here, you do what? You add. But since the question says plus 3, we shall be subtracting 3 from both sides. And that becomes 5y plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 8 minus 3. Why do we have 8 minus 3? Because we are subtracting 3 from both sides. So 5y minus 3, 5y plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 8 minus 3. Now 3 minus 3 is equal to what? 0. Then 0 plus 5y gives us 5y. Then 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. It therefore implies that 5y is equal to y. But the question did not ask us to look for 5y. Rather, the question says we should look for y. So what do we do here now? We're going to divide both sides by 5. And dividing both sides by 5, we have it to be 5y all over 5 is equal to 5 over 5. Then this 5, we cancel this 5, then you are left with y. And 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. Therefore, y is equal to 1. Let us quickly take a look at another example. Example number 2. I think of a number. When I divide it by 15, the result is 3. What is the number? I think of a number. When I divide that number by 15, the result is 3. What is the number? Solution. As usual, we ought to take note of the vocabularies used in the question. Express the question into a mathematical expression. So let the number I think of be x. So let x represent the number I think of. Now the next thing is what? When divided by 15, the result is 3. Remember, I think of a number. When I divide it by 15, the result is 3. Now I have said let the number I think of be x. So x divided by 15, the result is what? 3. So we're going to be dividing that number, which is x, by 3. That's what we have. By 15. X all over 15 is equal to 3 all over 1. X all over 15 is equal to 3 all over 1. So we cross multiply. That is the essence of this sign here. We cross multiply. And when we cross multiply, it will be x times 1. Or you say 1 times x is equal to 3 times 15. That is, you take what you have on this line, write your equality sign, and then take what you have on this other line. So 1 times x is equal to what? X. 1 times x is equal to what? X. Then 3 times 15 gives us 45. Therefore, x is equal to 45. Let us quickly take a look at another example, which is example number 3. Musa is 12 years old. Musa is 12 years old. The sum of the ages of Musa and Emmanuel is 27. How old is Emmanuel? In this case, we know Musa's age, but we do not know Emmanuel's age. but we are made to understand that the addition or the sum of their ages is what? 27. Then the question asks us to find out how old Emmanuel is. Solution. Musa is 12 years old. Therefore, let Emmanuel's age be X years. Let Emmanuel be X years. Then, remember, 12 years plus X years is equal to 27. Because the term used in the equation is what? Sum. And sum means addition in mathematics. So, the sum of their ages is 27. And what are their ages? Musa is 12 years old and Emmanuel is X years old. So, 12 years plus X years is equal to 27 years. So, it implies that 12 plus X is equal to 27. What do? This is 12. So, we are going to subtract 12 from both sides because this 12 is the number that is on the same hand side with the unknown term. So we must change it to 0. How do we do that? By subtracting 12 from both sides. So that becomes 12 minus 12 plus X is equal to 27 minus 12. Then 12 minus 12 gives us what? 0. Then 0 plus X is equal to X. So what do we have here now? We have that X is equal to 27 minus 12, and that will give us 15. Therefore, Emmanuel is 15 years old. Another example, when a number is divided by 6, the result is 2 all over 3. What is the number? When a number is divided by 6, the result is 2 all over 3. What is the number? Solution. Let the number be X. Let the number that was divided by 6 be X. Then the next thing is that, remember the question says when a number is divided by 6. So we're going to divide that number, which is X, by 6. That becomes X all over 6. And the result is 2 all over 3. So X all over 6 is equal to 2 all over 3. What do we do next? We cross multiply. And cross multiplying, we have X times 3 is equal to 2 times 6. That is X times 3 this way. X times 3 is equal to 2 times 6. X times 3 gives us 3x, and 2 times 6 gives us 12. Therefore, 3x is equal to 12. So what do we do next? We divide both sides by 3, because we are not asked to look for 3x, but we are asked to look for x. So divide both sides by 3, and it will give us 3x all over 3 is equal to 12 all over 3. Then 12 all over 3 is equal to what? 4. Then 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. 1 times x gives us x. Therefore, x is equal to 4. So the number which I think of and divided by 6 is equal to 4. Alright, this is your take-home assignment. You are expected to solve these problems and submit it appropriately through the appropriate channel. Thank you, viewers. I want to believe you enjoyed your time. You enjoyed yourself. You understood everything that was taught in the lesson. So please continue to stay safe. Continue to stay at home. If you must go out, like I said earlier on, please do put on a nose or a face mask. Thank you and bye for now.